Studio Ghibli is known not only for its breathtaking animation and storytelling, but also for its profound philosophical messages, particularly about the environment. Among its many films, two stand out for their powerful depictions of nature: Princess Mononoke and Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. Both directed by Hayao Miyazaki, these films explore humanity's impact on the natural world, the importance of harmony with nature, and the consequences of imbalance. They offer not only vivid visual landscapes, but also deep moral reflections that resonate more strongly than ever in today's ecological crisis. In Princess Mononoke, the natural world is not merely a backdrop, it is alive, spiritual, and sacred. The forests are inhabited by gods and spirits such as the giant wolves, the boars, and most significantly, the deer god, who holds the power of both life and death. These beings are ancient and majestic, representing nature's will and its interconnected systems. The forest itself is a character, reacting emotionally and physically to the wounds inflicted by human activity. Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind, while set in a different world, a post-apocalyptic future, presents a similar idea. The Sea of Decay, a poisonous jungle filled with massive insects, appears threatening at first glance. However, as Nausicaä discovers, this toxic forest is actually purifying the polluted world. The forest is not evil, but a misunderstood force of healing. In both films, nature is shown to be complex and layered, capable of beauty, terror, and resilience. Both films depict a fundamental conflict between humans and the environment, yet this conflict is never presented in a simplistic way. Rather than portraying humans as purely evil or greedy, Miyazaki presents multidimensional characters who act out of survival, progress, or even compassion. In Princess Mononoke, Lady Eboshi is a compelling figure. She cuts down the forest and drives out the animal spirits in order to mine iron and fuel her ironworks. Yet she also rescues lepers, gives them work and dignity, and empowers former prostitutes to build new lives. Her intentions are not cruel. She wants to build a better society, but her methods disrupt the natural world. In Nausicaä, we see a world already devastated by war and environmental collapse. The remaining human factions see the jungle and its massive insects as enemies. However, Nausicaä, the princess of the Valley of the Wind, sees the truth. The jungle is not destroying the world, but saving it. Her empathy and understanding of nature allow her to prevent further catastrophe. This nuanced portrayal of both sides forces us, as viewers, to reflect. Are we like Eboshi, trying to do good in ways that may be harmful? Or can we be like Nausicaä, willing to listen, learn, and adapt? Animals in both films are more than just background. They are integral to the storytelling. In Princess Mononoke, animals like Moro, the wolf goddess, and Okoto, the boar god, speak, lead, and feel deeply. They are protectors of the forest and symbols of nature's strength and sorrow. As the forest is destroyed, they too fall, showing how fragile and sacred life is. In Nausicaä, the Ohmu, giant insect-like creatures, play a similar symbolic role. They are often seen stampeding in anger, but their rage is triggered by human violence and disturbance. Nausicaä's deep bond with the Ohmu is the key to calming them and preventing further disaster. Her empathy allows her to understand their pain and ultimately bridge the gap between nature and humanity. These creatures represent the emotional and spiritual cost of environmental destruction and also the hope for reconciliation. At the core of both films lies a central message: balance, not domination, not total preservation, but a sustainable harmony between humans and the natural world. Both protagonists, Ashitaka in Princess Mononoke and Nausicaä in her own film, act as mediators. They are not wholly aligned with one side or the other, but seek to bring peace and understanding. Ashitaka says, "I'm not afraid to die. I'd do anything to see the world at peace again." His curse, a wound inflicted by nature in retaliation for violence, reminds him constantly of the cost of conflict. Meanwhile, Nausicaä's actions show that even in a broken world, compassion and knowledge can lead to healing. The conclusion of both films is not a happy ever after, but a fragile, hopeful beginning. The forest in Princess Mononoke suffers great loss, but the deer god's death gives way to new life. In Nausicaä, the jungle's purpose is revealed, and humanity is given another chance to live in harmony with the earth. Through Princess Mononoke and Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind, Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli deliver powerful environmental parables. They ask us to rethink our relationship with nature, not as masters of the earth, but as its fellow inhabitants. These films are not simply entertainment. They are pleas for understanding, balance, and environmental empathy. In today's world of climate change, deforestation, and ecological imbalance, Ghibli's message feels more urgent than ever. The beauty, sorrow, and wisdom of these films serve as a reminder. If we wish to protect the planet, we must first learn to respect it.